What's up, guys? Hope you guys are doing well. I just had to chase little baby chickens around because I moved, I think, 5 or 6 babies from one little pen to another pen to all the babies, and they didn't want to listen. But this is kind of a two-part video in the sense of I want to do something. I want to make a screen recording and show you guys something that I think is interesting and want to talk about that later. But here's my question, and then I'm going to go over a couple things about this political stuff. Do you believe constitutionally, and also is it a good idea to have electoral college in the state level? So if a state has 29 counties, or whatever how many counties it is, each county counts as 1 point, and whoever gets the most points, wins the state for governor, lieutenant governor, attorney general, and whatever, state senators. Well, maybe not state senators, I don't know. U.S. senators. And instead of the popular vote, you have the electoral college. I personally believe that's an idea that's worth talking about, but how do you implement it and how do you put it down? Because, for example, which I didn't really look at the numbers 100%, but a U.S. Senator Buckner, he lost in South Carolina. So the Democratic idiot Clyburn, that's been in office for 1,000 years, he won. He wins out all the time. But the state of South Carolina went for Trump. So I don't understand. If you're going to vote for Trump with all the bullshit that he's done in the past, and not 100% agreeing with the Constitution, might as well vote for Buckner too, and get Clyburn out, because goddamn, he's a fucking idiot. At least Johnson's out. I'm happy Johnson, state level, Johnson's out, so I'm happy that is great. But Clyburn would have been great. We got 2 out of 3 people that I wanted out, but for state, but one more would have been icing on the fucking cake. And the same thing with North Carolina. They picked it. It went for Trump, but the state level was the Democratic asshole. Mark Robertson didn't get it. So that's a question for you guys, and I might do a little screen recording and show you guys the county and stuff. Because California, they showed California over the past couple elections. They also showed Texas. More red, more red, more red. I think for the most part, people were just sick of the economy and the way it is and being lied to. The biggest thing is Kamala never answered one question ever at all. But you have in Kamala's side, fuck the electoral college right now. You have popular votes of 68 million, and then Trump had 72 million. So almost 50-50, right? Pretty damn close. So you have half of the voters believing that the Democrats are going to save the world, even though it's been proven it does not work that way, especially state level. But federal, Biden and Kamala, they ruined the goddamn country. And then you have the Trumpers, the people that voted for Trump, and I would say a good 60 to 80% of them are probably die-hard Trump fans, where they have tattoos of Trump on their penis. And they jack off to his photo all the time. But you look on that side, 72 million people, and you question, okay, they hate Kamala, they hate so-called communism, but soon as a Republican comes with a gun bill, they are all up in arms for it. For example, Trump has been posting tons of videos. He has been reposting constantly. People have been reposting these videos and these things that he's been saying. And he apparently he wants to do concealed license reciprocity. So if you're illegal in the home state that you live in, and you go to, for example, California. So in this state right now, we have constitutional carry. So as long as you're over 21 and you're not prohibited, as long as you're not a felon or mentally ill by their definitions, you can have a gun anywhere in the state, right? You can open carry, concealed carry, however you want to do it. Pistols. So I can go, if that law passed, to California. So it's a great idea on paper. It's a great idea. But if we're going to pass that law, what's the point of having the Constitution? And that's what I've been saying in a lot of the comment sections the past few weeks, is we're not a fucking democracy. People believe that. We are a constitutional republic, and we have not been doing the constitutional republic. We've been erasing that part and say, okay, we're going to elect this official a little bit the way the Constitution wants us to do it. So we're gonna half-ass it, and then we're gonna put that lady or that woman in the state or in federal half-ass, and then we're gonna allow her to do whatever she wants to do. So even though she violates the Constitution 100%, and you have politicians right now calling for censorship and literally calling for getting rid of freedom of speech, that's somehow not investigatable, somehow not against the Constitution, against their oath. Because to remind people, I mean, all my subs know this, but some people probably don't, is that, well, I would say the 150 million plus Americans probably don't know this, if not all of them. We've got 300 million people, probably only 2 million of them know this. Politicians swear to uphold the Constitution. They don't swear to enforce it. Why is that? That's very important. The words they used, the oath is very important. We have rights endowed by our Creator. So God, whatever religion you want to be a part of, whatever you identify as, whatever. You have rights. Right to self-defense, right to freedom of speech, rights to have your own religion, to do what you want to do. You are a free human being. And that goes across the fucking world, no matter where you live. The Constitution was made so politicians would understand that and read it. And apparently, politicians are too stupid to understand it, or, really, really good, they don't care because there's no consequences. Why is there no consequences? Because there's a blue line that all the Republicans support, and some of the Democrats. There's a blue line that protects the politicians. Secret Service, state police, county police, city police, FBI, ATF, whatever you want to name. They're there, blue line, stopping you from kicking out of office. Even though you took 1,000 of your friends and say, well, this politician violated the Constitution and we came to kick him out of office and put someone else in, you would be met with deadly force if you did that today. And you would be charged with kidnapping and assault and attempted murder and whatever, being a white supremacist, even though if you're black or white, don't matter what color you are anymore, because anyone, based on CNN, you can be a white supremacist. And you're just going to be, thrown in prison. And that's how it is these days. Even though they didn't follow the rules they're supposed to. We have no checks and balances. We don't even audit the government. We don't even know where the money went. California just came out the other day that they lost $20 billion. Not 20 million, not $20. $20 billion lost for the homeless thing. They don't know where it went. Now, we all know it went in their pockets, and it was funneled through nonprofits, and it's in bank accounts, it's made new mansions, and Gavin Newsom, when he ever gets out of political office, he's gonna be worth $1 billion fucking dollars, if not more, because he stole a lot of money from the government, from the taxpayers of California. I think not that long ago they talked about that, and he donated a house, or someone, I want to say he donated a house to someone, or someone donated a house to him, but there was a lot of discrepancies in the way the form was submitted, and basically how it came out, and they never did anything. It was he just stole the money from the nonprofits that he made up and bought this house, and I think he bought it for a friend. I'm not sure, but correct me if I'm wrong on that, but that was a couple years ago. But it happens all around. Like, you have Bernie Sanders, how much is he worth now? $100 million, $200 million? And he's been in politics all his life and never has done anything. But we have this huge divide in America of idiots and idiots. Some idiots are more stupid than others. And it's like, you want full slavery or you want Republican slavery? And yeah, I do agree Republican slavery is way better than this slavery over here, than Kamala. But slavery is still slavery. If you're 99% free, you're still 1% a slave. It doesn't matter if the government says you can do everything you want to do. Everything. But you have to be Catholic. How many people then would stand up and say, well, no, 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 no? How many people would say, no, we're not doing that? There's a lot of people in South Carolina that would stand up and say that. But if the government said, hey, you have to go to Catholic school every day, you have to go 3 times a week, your kids have to go to school every day like that, and 3 times a week you have to go to Catholic church, and you can't be any other religion, but everything else, you can have whatever gun you want, you can do whatever you want, no taxation, no whatever, you're still a slave. And for some reason, people don't get that. They don't understand that. It goes right above their head. 99% free is better than 50% free or 100% a slave, but you're still a slave. That 1% is still going to control someone somehow, some way, and people forget it. So, anyway. You guys have a good one. See ya.